When a question is asked about like if a person doesn't have memory, if a person doesn't have this or that, this is like one of the fundamental traits of what I think it means to be a person. Now, realistically, there are some people that have these kind of like amnesia, there's a word I'm looking for now, but people that have amnesia or suffer from it. That 7-Second Man on YouTube is like the most famous version of this. The easy escape, I would say, is just because you're no longer the same person you were before doesn't mean you're not a person now, right? So I could just say that, like you might be becoming a new person every time, but it doesn't mean that you could be killed just because you're not the same person you were because your memory is altered so much. The more difficult approach is, I think you truly, at some point, there are things that we can strip away from a human mind where I think we would fundamentally consider this person something completely different. If you could imagine the removal, zombies, I guess, are a really good example. If you could alter a mind such that, they only experience anger, they just want to bite people and turn them into other zombies, and they have no capacity for speech or empathy or whatever, like at some point, would you consider the body that's trying to attack you, in a zombie-like manner, is this a human anymore? I think it gets really hard to answer that question. I would say we're looking at something that's ontologically different than what I would consider a person to be.
Here's another issue that I see with Destiny's position on personhood. In the case of the 7-Second Man, Destiny suggests that he becomes a new person every 7 seconds because there's no continuity of memory beyond that amount of time. Yet, I imagine that if the 7-Second Man were your brother, you wouldn't argue that he was a different person every 7 seconds, but rather that your brother was the same person throughout time, and that although he is injured, he is still the same person as he was before his brain damage.